In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn your motorcycle engine off. So in the last video, I showed you how to start the bike. Notice the bike is now running. We're going to learn how to shut it down. So it's a very simple process, and a lot of people get this confused. They want to reach down here for the key and shut that off to shut the bike off. I'm going to show you a different method that's much more preferred. So I got my hands on my handlebars here. The first thing I'm going to do is stick my thumb out here. This is my engine cutoff switch right here. Now I'm just going to flick this switch with my thumb. So that is the first step I want to use every single time, is to use the engine cutoff switch. This allows you to immediately shut off the engine without removing your hands from the handlebars. Notice my hands are here. All it takes is my thumb to flick that switch and shut off the engine. Now that the bike is off, now I can reach over, find my ignition key, and turn it off. Notice the gauge shut off here. So especially on bigger, heavier bikes where your key might be way down low here on the left side or somewhere else that's hard to reach, you don't want the bike running while you're trying to lean over here and reach for it. A bunch of weight, the bike could fall over and get you hurt, right? So shut it down, then reach for your key. If the bike's running and you're trying to lean over here, you might roll some throttle, you might be in gear, bad things can happen. So get in the habit every time, engine cutoff switch, then your ignition key off, and that's all it takes for shutting your bike off. Another tip for you is, when you're parking your bike, it's a good idea to leave the bike in first gear. If you leave it in neutral, then it's very easy for someone to come along and move your bike around. As you can see here, it's free to roll. But if I was to shut the bike down in first gear, notice now if I try to rock it back and forth, it reaches a certain point where that gear starts to grab and it won't let me roll the bike anymore. Now that makes it just a little bit harder for someone to come along and move your bike. Also, if you're parked on a hill or something like that, it'll keep your bike from rolling away while you're not with it. So now you know how to start the engine and how to stop the engine. You're ready to go join Valentino Rossi and race in MotoGP, right? Well, we have one more problem we need to worry about before we get there, and that's how to actually get moving on the motorcycle now that we've learned how to start it and stop it. So check out this video next to learn how.